Welcome back. So, in the intermittent time between this and our last episode, I have been working at our blaze spawner by the fortress and have set up a little bit of a blaze farm. It's not terribly productive, but it's productive enough. So, literally this is all it is. There's the spawner there. It's just a room. It's got some lava to guide them down to the hole in the center, and then it goes down to that chamber we were at earlier. Oh, hello. Okay, so it is time to head on back to base. Yes, I see. We'll go ahead and take care of it. Maybe I'll get a wither skull. I could hope, couldn't I? And no wither skull, but I did get the wither effect. Hey. Well, we can't be lucky all the time. Last season, I was incredibly lucky in our 1.17 season and got like 6 in a handful of minutes. This season I am not so lucky. But that's okay. I really need to make a better bridge. Especially if we're going to be using that blaze spawner more. Eventually I will come back and do plan on coming back and doing a better farm, but that works for now. So, go ahead and make this go away. And head on back to base, because we are going to work towards something today. But before that, I need to hit back up on our zombie farm. At least we need a little bit more rotten flesh before we move on to our next project of the day. And we are back. So, as you can see, I have been doing a little bit of trading. And we do have a surprise with some of our villagers. So, I can't remember, this is one of the ones that did not get it. So, as you can see, our villager is an expert. And it does not have it. Let's check you out. You don't have it either. Maybe you had it though. Yep. So if you go down here, you can see how it says an emerald for an ender pearl. So go ahead and click on it, and it gives me 12 of them before he runs out. Let's see. 1-on-1. Nope, you did not get it either. I thought 2 of you had it. Check again. Nope. I must have been wrong. Anyways, that gives us 12. We will be able to come back for some more later on. I'm going to go ahead and drop our emeralds on in here. So we have them down here if we want to do some more trading. And I did not bring my bed. And it is now nighttime, so we are not going back out. And we are back. There was a small incident, and so we only have 11 ender pearls left. But overall, drop the rest of you on in there. But overall, we have gotten a lot of things done. Now on to discussion of something else. We are running out of room. Yet again. There's a lot of blocks in Minecraft. As of the newest update, there is close to almost 500 new blocks, or full blocks in Minecraft. And we have ran out of room. We can't go any farther down. As you can see over here, we are already into that cave that runs, well, not really a cave, but more of a crevice that runs underneath of our house. There's our chest right there. We have extended as far down as we can because it only gets, I've got it mainly blocked off, but it only gets bigger as we go down. So, I have been working on something over here, which used a lot of the wood of the trees that we cleared out over there for down the mountain over here. As you know, we have been doing a lot of caving. Ooh, there's another one I need to mine out over there. No doubt we will be doing some of that later on, but I have spruced this one up a little bit, but it is predominantly all set up. I do need to even that out a little bit. The doors aren't centered. Not that you could center it when it's got a peak, but only 2 doors. But this place took a whole lot of wood. So we've got a small chamber over here that I haven't decided what we're going to do with yet. A small chamber over here that I haven't decided what we're going to do yet, but we've got our recycle bin right there. But in here, we went ahead and we do have a cave down here, and I will be collecting some of that coal as we go along. If we go over here, there is a small section. Oh, I covered it up. There is a small section where you can get back in there and get all the way down. And if you go back over there, that cave does lead into one of our bigger caves, but it does give us a sort of cool look below us. But it is a nice big room for our chests. Though not a base, it does make a really good storage room. And we've got some more up here that I need to take care of because these 3 cannot be opened. I set this up over here so that these could be opened, but I did not do the same for that there. Though it is fixed there. And we do have a little bit more space even going up. Sort of mined out this space above the cave. And so, despite not being one of a lush or dripstone cave, it does look really pretty. And we can always grab some moss blocks and fix that. Sort of add in a lush cave in there. I will be moving a lot of our chests and that kind of thing on in there. That upward section may start becoming our enchanting section here very shortly, which is why I wanted to show it to you. Though I do like our enchanting setup being out here in the open, there is just a few problems with that, and that is mainly there's not a whole bunch of places to store books or enchanted books, lapis lazuli, or any of the stuff that I really usually store in my enchanted setup, because I usually have my enchanted or my storage set up so that things that you would use in specific places are used or are there so you can be used, so it can be used. And while I wouldn't have all of my lapis lazuli over here, I would have enough of it to be able to enchant very easily. Speaking of enchantments, we have made almost a full set of diamond armor. However, where did you go? I know I have like a dozen of them running around here. In the miscellaneous. Yes. We're going to go on over here. We are up at 66 levels, which is awesome because it is time to do some more enchanting. If I go ahead and take off our armor, and we can go ahead and take off our golden helmet as well, though we won't be using that for very much longer. There we go. We have protection 4 mending on this one. We have fire protection 3 mending on that one. And we have fire protection 4 mending on this one. And though I like that, these two are not quite set up for what I want to do next. Which means we need one more thing. Run down here and get some stone. I believe I need some sticks. In here, crafting table. No, I don't have everything. What am I missing? Oh, it needs to be a smooth stone slab. Well, that's a problem. Okay. I just used up all my smooth stone. So for smooth stone, we are going to need to come on down here. The smooth stone is one of those that you have to take cobblestone, make it into stone, stone into the furnace one more time, and make smooth stone. Oh, and I forgot all this iron was in here. Put more gold in here. Copper and stone in here. More stone here. And some more copper in here. Great. Smooth stone, smooth stone. Why am I getting it again? That is curious. I did have a glitch in my system. I wonder if that's affecting it. Or maybe that wasn't smooth stone I used. That could be it. I was thinking I was using smooth stone, but maybe I used stone brick slabs down there instead. And what I mean by that is I use stone slabs. I was thinking I used smooth stone slabs in our villager trading hall, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking it was stone bricks instead. If that's the case, I'll just go down and change them later. Go ahead and drop you on in here. Another reason that we are moving down is that my chests are getting full, even the ones that are not. And we don't have much room to expand in there. So, back up on over here. I have a crafting table right there. Okay. We will be needing a diamond axe. But more importantly at the moment, an armor stand. And we are going to go ahead and put our armor stand there. And our fire protection armor is going to go ahead and go on it. I don't want to disenchant them, but they are going to mainly be used in the nether. It's interesting, I just noticed that in our map, we have like a diagonal strip right here where all of these chunks running that way are slime chunks. That is kind of interesting. But back over here to what we are doing. That is going to be our fire armor, and we are going to go ahead and leave that over there. We have protection 4 mending on this one. I know I have a couple more protection books. Yes, another product of all of our trading in the nether. I did bring them out on our last trip. Is we do have a couple of soul speed boots or books, and we actually have a couple of iron boots on in there that are soul speed as well. But we are going after mending. Let's see. there we go. So we are going to need to go ahead and make up another diamond chest plate and another diamond pair of leggings. While we are on it, let's go ahead and run in here and grab some books. Books. I need 50 million of you. Honestly, though, you'd be surprised how fast we're going to go through these books. I may have almost 2 full stacks, but you go through them pretty quick. I had almost 4 full stacks, and then I started making the villager trading hold on there. Yes, it takes a lot of these. So, lapis lazuli, diamond leggings, fire protection 3, fire protection, and blast protection. I'm really wanting just plain protection. So, let's see. Piercing 3, Bane of Arthropods, and power 1. Let's go ahead and go with power 1. And put these on back in there. Protection 3, Unbreaking 3, and Fire Protection 1. So we will go ahead and go with that Protection 3. Got Protection 3, Unbreaking 3. And we will add our mending in just a moment. Protection 4, Protection 1, and Protection 2. I've never seen that before. Never. And even the level requirement, 9, 7. This should be flipped, I'm thinking. But we will go ahead and go with this protection 4. And a diamond chest plate. Blast protection 4, Unbreaking 2, and Unbreaking 1. Let's go ahead and roll those. Channeling, quick charge, and Unbreaking. I'm going to go with channeling just because at some point in time I do plan on getting a trident, and channeling is very nice on a trident. Sweeping edge 3, fire protection 1, power 1, but we are working on our chest plate at the moment. Unbreaking 3, Unbreaking 2, and blast protection 1. Not what we are looking for. Sweeping edge 3, I will go ahead and get protection 4. That is what we wanted. So, go ahead and put them on up here with a mending book. And there we go. Go ahead and put the rest of these on in here. Except for that one, we're going to use that one. So, diamond axe, let's see, what is it going to offer? Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3, efficiency 1. Efficiency 4 is not bad. The only problem is that it's also got the ... which means, as you remember from seeing from down here, it can add other things to that. The problem comes in if it tries to add fortune to it. This axe needs to be silk touch. We are going to go ahead and try it. If not, I've got enough diamonds. We can make another diamond axe. So, chest efficiency 4. Awesome. So let me run up here. Grab our silk touch book. I'm going to try and do these first. So silk touch and mending for 2 or for 4. That is something to remember. Always try flipping them and see the enchantment cost, because these can change. Doing it one way, it was going to cost us 4 levels. Doing it this way, it only cost us 2. Now, when it comes to actually adding it to something, the item you're adding it to has to come first. And it says enchantment costs 7. It's going to take us back down to 32 levels. But it's not bad. I thought for a minute you were Piglin. But that is our gear situated for the most part. We are going to work on crafting one more thing today. Stone slab. Okay. So run down here and grab one more piece of stone. Some of these recipes get oddly specific, and that's where I ran into trouble remembering what I require. For this one, would be that stone slab. I need 3 pieces. There we go. Go down here to redstone. Nope. What was it I needed? 2 of these? Nope. What am I missing now? Oh, they need to be planks. Yes, I do need to do some mining. We've got some ores to go through. But as I haven't had a ton of space, they've just sort of stayed up here as they are. There is one more thing that we do need to put on our diamond helmet before we finish today's episode. And something that we need to find for our feet as well. Which I should have thought about that when I was doing the boots, but we didn't do our boots. We're going to have to make some more boots. Boots real quick. Throw those back in there, and then go ahead and grab a couple of planks, and we should now be able to make up a grindstone. Once we are done with that, as you can see, we have a whole bunch of items in here with we may end up taking some iron boots with us, with different levels of enchantments on them. And we are actually going to go ahead and pull them on out. Got a soul speed 2, so I don't need a soul speed 1. We are going to leave this enchanted iron armor on up here, just because that is sort of important. The gold armor will be going with us. Because unfortunately, there's not a whole lot that this armor can do for us. Now, the gold armor can of course be used in the nether, but I plan on enchanting a piece for us to use with that set. And that is going to be our helmet. So let me check these helmets real quick. Projectile protection. That one doesn't have anything on it. I'm not sure where I grabbed it. But after that, after they are cleared of enchantments, you can put them into a smelter and get gold and iron nuggets from them. Now, that doesn't work for diamond armor, netherite armor, or leather armor. There is no in-game way to recycle the netherite or the leather armor beyond just throwing it in lava or into a tech cactus. Gold armor can be transferred into gold ingots. Iron and chainmail can be done into iron, I do believe. I know iron will, I believe chainmail will as well. But of course, sometimes it's nice to keep those chainmail pieces just as I got a full set, because sometimes that can be rather difficult. And they are non-player craftable items. They only spawn on mobs. So, go ahead and jump up here and place you on in this corner. And you put it in. It says repair and disenchant. So if I put one of these in together and see, it would heal it up, but it also disenchants it, which this one will just repair and name. It doesn't actually take the enchantments off. This will work for everything except for, I believe there's a curse of vanishing in here, and it will not work for the curse of vanishing. See, if I take it off, it's still going to have a curse of vanishing on it. But otherwise, and it will give you a slight experience boost as you do it as well. Actually, I'm going to leave this one alone just because that's a pretty built sword. I'm probably not going to take a netherite sword or a diamond sword up against the dragon, so that will be a nice one to use against the dragon. Just because if you get lost there, whoa. If you end up dying while facing the dragon, then you have to find a completely new sword, and it's nice to have a couple of spares. I usually end up dying at least once against the dragon. So. Some enchantments will give you more than others. Mending, being a treasure enchant, usually gives you a bit of good points. And what a treasure enchantment, or what it means by a treasure being a treasure enchantment, is you can only get them in specific ways, and I believe the only two that are mending and soul speed. Soul speed you can only get through trading with the piglins. Mending you can either only find it in drops. So you can get a mending book by trading with a villager, finding it in a chest in a village, a desert temple, jungle temple, a bastion, a fortress, shunkins, shipwrecks, that kind of thing. Or you can find it on dropped armor. Otherwise, you can't get it in the enchantment table. And that goes for both of them. And then, ooh, that's gonna wait, just in case. And there we go. That one's got curse of vanishing. So, I know that those technical difficulties are done. Let's go ahead and see. Check. I don't think I got them on in a... I did not. That needs to go on our helmets, but nothing I'm interested in. I do like that protection 4, but it's not quite what I'm looking for. Probably disenchant that book. I don't really like knockback. It's not my favorite thing in the world. Breaking. Nope. I want Depth Strider. Another one I will probably disenchant. I can't remember. That might be a treasure enchantment as well. Let's go ahead and roll through some of these and see if we can't find it though. Well, there's Depth Strider 1. So it's not a treasure enchantment. It just may take a little bit for it to come up. And we are below on levels, so we are going to have to come back for that. I will keep trying on the next couple of days, and that is to set us up on our day 200 treasure hunt. So thank you for watching, and have a great and wonderful day.